Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Farah Azahra Destia Safitri with name 17035190929. On this occasion, I would like to explain further about my final project of scientific paper entitled Analysis of Dynamic Arsip or Record Management in the Finance Department of Cikarang, Selatan, Subdistrict Office. The development of technological today has a great influence on the growth of office activity, where the entire work being done is now application-based. Each process it includes data processing, which end in producing information. One of the information comes from arsip. The role of arsip for the organization is as a memory center and a source of information and supervisory tool used in planning, analyzing, developing, setting policies, making decisions, preparing report, accountability, evaluation, and proper control. Therefore, an arsip, especially dynamic arsip or record, it used directly in the activity of the arsip creator, needs to be managed properly. Record management is efficient and then effective, and systematic control consists of the creation, use, maintenance, and then record sync, which aim to ensuring the availability of record as material for performance accountability and legal evidence. However, the facts on the ground do not always show that. Several organizations, one of which the institution where the author conduct research, namely the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office, has undoubtedly implemented dynamic arsip or record management properly. This is due to a lack of understanding of the importance of arsip, and then the absence of archivists and the arsip string has not been implemented properly. Therefore, the author writes a scientific paper entitled Analysis of Dynamic Arsip or Record Management in the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office with the hope of provide some solution related to existing problem in order to create an orderly arsip within the agency. Based on the background of the problem, the writer formulates the problem consists of: the first is how the implementation of record management in the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office, and the second is what are the obstacles that occur in the record management of the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office. And the last formulation of the problem is what efforts can be made to overcome the obstacle in record management in the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office. Okay, the next is theoretical study in scientific paper consists of: first is definition of arsip. An arsip is a collection of notes in the form of image or writing that are stored systematically because they have used as a reminder and objective evidence of an event or occurrence. And that is the definition of arsip management. Arsip management is an arsip management process using a certain system to achieve efficient use of arsip in office administration. And that is arsip role. For the organization, arsip it acts as a memory center and that is source of information and supervisory tool used in planning, analyzing, developing, setting policies, making decisions, prepare report, accountability, evaluation, and proper control. And that is arsip function. Consists of dynamic function and static function. Dynamic function: arsip that are used directly in the planning and the implementation of arsip creator activity and are stored for a certain period of time. And then the static function: arsip that are not used directly in the activity of the arsip creator, have a historical use value, and have exhausted their retention and are described as permanent by the archival institution or Arsip Nasional Republik Indonesia. And that is dynamic arsip or record. According to Law Number 43, 2009, concerning about arsip management, Dynamic archive or record are archives that are used directly in the activity of the archive creator, restored for a certain period of time. And then according to the expert, that is Bartos, dynamic archive or record are archives that are still used directly in the planning and implementation of national life in general or used directly in the state administration. Dynamic archive or record are divided into three archives, namely vital record, and then active record and inactive record. That is record management. Record management, the definition is an efficient, effective, and systematic control, including the creation, use, maintenance, and record sharing, which aim to ensure the availability of record as material for performance accountability and legal evidence. At the stage of record management. The stage of record management consists of record creation, use of record, record maintenance, and record sharing. Record creation. Record creation is the activity of producing archive in various forms and certain media, in accordance with the development of information and communication technology. Record creation consists of admission or registration, and then creation or distribution. It is carried by incoming and outgoing mail management using agenda book and disposition sheet. And that is use of record. Use of record is the activity of presenting and utilizing archive and the information in them to be used for the benefit of archive creator. Use of record consists of record borrowing and the discovery of record. Record borrowing is implementation using archive borrowing cards, and then the speed and accuracy of archive recovery is affected by the archive storage system, archival facility, and archivists. And that is record maintenance. Record maintenance is an effort to maintain the safety and security of archive, both physically and the information in them. From the archive destroy factor and support by archive maintenance facility. And that is record sharing. Record sharing is an activity to reduce the number of archive by transfer of inactive record from the work unit to the archive center. And that is destruction of archive that have exhausted their retention and have no use value. And the last is submission of static archive by archive creator to archival institution on Archive National Republic Indonesia. Record sharing, its implementation is guided by archive retention schedule. And that is factor affecting record management consists of proper record storage system, and then is adequate archival facility, and the last is expert and competent archivists. Record management instrument consists of system official manuscript, and then classification of archive, and system security classification and archive access, and the last is archive retention schedule. Okay, that is my conceptual framework. The first is record creation. Record creation consists of receipt or registration and distribution, which is carried by incoming and outgoing mail management using the agenda book and disposition sheet. And that is use of record. Consists of record borrowing and rediscovery of record. Record borrowing, and the implementation use the archive borrowing record, and rediscovery of record affected by archive storage system, archival facility, and archivists. And that is record maintenance. Record maintenance is the an effort to maintain the safety and the security of archive, both physically and information in them, from the archival destroying factor, and support by archive maintenance facility. And the last is record sharing. Record sharing consists of inactive archive transfer, and then archive destruction, and static archive submission. And the implementation is guided by archive retention schedule. The research method used in this research is qualitative descriptive. It's data collection technique through the library research, observation, and inductive. Case description. The result of the study indicated that the record management in the Finance Department of Cikarang, Selatan Subdistrict Office has not been fully implemented properly. As follows, the management of incoming letter is carried by the employees of the General Subdepartment who double job as agency. Consists of starting with receiver letter, and then the letters are sorted based on the type of official letter. Furthermore, the incoming letter is recorded in the agenda book, and the disposition sheet is filled out by the officer. Next, the letter along with the disposition sheet is submitted to the intended party, namely the treasurer, for follow-up. Finally, the letter is returned to the officer to be received according to the letter classification code used. Last management of outgoing mail consists of starting with the drafting of the letter by the officer or the finance staff, depending on the needs of the letter made. The letter is then checked for suitability first. If it is the concept can be approved and given a letter code according to the management unit. In this case, the letter code for the finance department is 900. Next, the letter is typed by the officer or the finance staff. Letters are checked again to avoid typing error. If there are corrections, they can be printed as needed. The letter is signed by treasurer, and then while if leader signature is required, it needs to be examined first by the leader secretary or camat secretary and entitled. Then only after that the letter can be forwarded to the leadership for signature. Finally, the letter is stamped with the organization stamp and recorded in the agenda book, and the letter is ready to be sent. And that is the use of arsip or use of record. Borrowing arsip is done in easy and simple way, namely by going directly in the finance department room and then communicating with the treasurer or finance staff regarding the required arsip. Next, the finance staff will search the arsip, and if they are found, they can be loaned immediately. So, it can be calculated that the loan of arsip at the finance department is carried without the special procedure and doesn't use arsip borrowing card. And half the reason of that. The reason is arsip borrowing card doesn't use because arsip borrowing it's only done on the spot, while the loans that are taken out are only DPA by the planning department, which is still in one department level. And that is the recovery of the arsip is done by physically searching the arsip and the information in the team by the finance staff. Search by looking at the subject and then year written or the owner of stop map value stored in filing cabinet. Recovering of the arsip takes about 3 until 5 minutes. The speed and accuracy of arsip recovery is influenced by the following: consists of the right arsip storage system, which is combination of the subject and then the chronological or date system, and inadequate archival facility where there is no width to facilitate the search for arsip location. And the last is arsip officers who are not yet available, and the number of employees in list only 2 employees. So that arsip storage cannot be managed properly. There are piles of active arsip on the treasury desk and inactive arsip that have not been given subject or date information. And then is arsip maintenance. Arsip maintenance is carried with various efforts to prevent arsip damage due to arsip destroying factor. For example, clean the arsip from dust with a feather dust, and then regulate the room temperature with air conditioner, prevent arsip from being exposed to direct sunlight, and then provide adequate air ventilation. Archive maintenance is not yet supported by advanced tools such as vacuum cleaner, hygrometer, and fire extinguisher. Otherwise, its archive shrink is carried out only by transfer inactive archive from the work unit to the archive center once every 10 years without being complete by the making of an official report on the transfer and a list of the archive being moved. So it can be concluded that the transfer of inactive archive did not go through the correct procedure. The destruction and submission of static archive has never been carried out because there are no archive shrink guidelines, namely archive retention schedule. Okay, based on the result of the research, so it can be analyzed that the management of incoming letter is in accordance with the theory that the stage in managing incoming letter include of reception, sorting, recording, right direction and delivery, and the storage. And the management of outgoing letter is in accordance with the theory that the stage in managing outgoing letter include of concept creation, concept approval, letter coder, typing, signing, organization, stamping, and the last is recording. And the borrowing archive without using an archive borrowing card is not in accordance with the theory that in borrowing archive it must choose the archive borrowing card as part of the procedure therein. And the more theories say that lending archive without a borrowing card means that employees doesn't have control or supervisor in preventing the loss of archive or not returning the archive. A discovery of the archive which take 3 until 5 minutes is not according with the theory that the good period of archive recovery is no more than 1 minute. As for the action of archive facility, namely is the quit, is also not in accordance with the theory that in recovering archive, a quit is needed as tool to help find the location of files or archive store. And in archive maintenance, cleaning of archive from dust using feather dust is not justified by the theory that cleaning dust using broom and feather dust is not recommended in archive maintenance because it causes dust to move and fly from one place to another place. And the archive maintenance has not been supported by advanced tools is not accordance with the theory that in optimal archive maintenance is necessary to be supported by advanced tools, such as vacuum cleaner to clean dust to the maximum, and hygrometer to prevent the room from being too hot and humid room. And the last is a fire extinguisher, or also we can call upper to anticipate unwanted things such as fire. And the transfer of inactive archive which is not complete by the preparation of the official report and archive list is not justified by the theory that the procedure for transfer inactive report from the work unit to the archive center must be complete by the making of an official report and the list of archive being moved. In addition, there are no destruction of archive and submission static archive. It's not carried out in accordance with the General Law number 43 2009 concerning about archive management regarding procedure for archive sharing. Based on the result of this research and analysis, it can be concluded that there are various main problems that cause dynamic archive or record management in the various Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office not yet fully and optimally running, including summarized in the following obstacle of record management. Consists of lack of understanding of the importance of archive, and the second is no archival expert or archivist, and the last is archive shrink has not been implemented correctly or properly. The first obstacle, the lack of understanding of the importance of archive. can be seen from the following condition. Employees who don't comply with the established archive storage system, the absence of archivists, and the unavailability of archival work procedure guidelines, and the lack of leadership support to improve the quality of archive management within the agency, especially dynamic archive or record. And the second obstacle is the absence of archiving expert or archivists. Is a factor that affects the less than optimal record management in the various Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office. This is due to the absence of human resources who have knowledge and skill in the field of archive, so that everything becomes difficult and inappropriate. And the last obstacle is the archive string has not been implemented properly. It's an important point that must be considered, because the implementation of this record string has been regulated in the Law Number 43, 2019 about the archive management. The cause of this, namely the absence of an archivist and archive retention schedule, so that archive string cannot be carried out properly. Based of the obstacle faced in record management in the various Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office, the author provides several efforts that can be made to overcome the obstacle or the problem, which are summarized in the following effort to overcome obstacle of the record management. This consists of the obstacle about lack of the understanding of the importance of archive can be overcome by the implementation of archival development. And the second obstacle, the archival expert or archivist, can be overcome by requirement of archivists. And the last obstacle about the archive string has not been implemented properly can be overcome by preparation of archive retention schedule. The first effort, implementation of archival development, is an activity organized by local archival institution, or we can call the Disarpus or Dinas Kearsipan dan Perpustakaan, in order to provide direction, guidance, and empowerment regarding proper filing procedure in accordance with the statutory provision. This activity can be held in the form of the socialization, education, or training, with the hope that archive creator can apply what has been learned correctly, so that maximum result can be obtained. And the next effort is requirement of archivists. Is the right step to bring someone who is an expert and professional in the field of archive, so that the implementation of dynamic archive or record management can run optimally. And the requirements to become the archivist have a general knowledge of correspondence and archive, that is knowing more about the organization, have special knowledge about the archive management, and have the skill to carry a first archive. And the last is have a personality, intelligent, patient, true, intelligent, skill, neat, loyal, and able to maintain organizational skill. And the last effort is archive retention schedule. It's an obligation for archive retention organization to provide guidelines for the four archive string and archive rescue. Archive retention schedule contains information related to archive retention, types of archive, and recommendation for final determination of archive, whether they are destroyed, reused, or made permanent. With the archive retention schedule, it can indirectly save archive research time and prevent legal problems and be more efficient in storing record and their storage space. Based on the result of the research and analysis, the author can conclude that record management in the various Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office include the record creation by managing incoming and outgoing letter using the old pattern system, namely agenda book and disposition sheet, and the use of record for the benefit of archive creator with a loan process with an archive borrowing cards and archive retrieval which takes 3 until 5 minutes. Record maintenance to prevent archive damage due to archive destroy factor and has not been supported by advanced equipment. And the last is record string is only carried out by transfer inactive archive from the work unit to the archive center once every 10 years without an official report on the transfer and list of archive. And the obstacle faced in record management in the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office, namely the lack of understanding of the importance of archive and the absence of archivists, and the archive string has not been implemented properly. And the efforts in overcoming obstacles to in record management in the Finance Department of Cikarang Selatan Subdistrict Office consists of the implementation of archive development and the requirement of archivists, and the last is preparation of archive retention schedule. From the result of this writing, the author would like to provide several suggestions for the several parties, namely the first is for writer, in order to increase knowledge and insights regarding good and correct record management, and that is for university as an educational institution in order to provide learning both theory and practice to the student regarding the procedure for record management. And the last is for agency. The first suggestion is in order to carry out archival development by local archival institution or disciples. And then the second suggestion is in order to ensure the existence of an archivist in the institution. And the last suggestion is in order to be able to provide archive retention schedule as agreed to the archive string. Okay, that's all from what I have to say. If there are mistakes and any shortcoming, please forgive me for my mistakes. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.